Hi everyone, happy Thursday. I feel like it's been a really long time since my last video, but the students have been doing such a great job. I feel like I haven't really need to make one because we've been doing a lot of skills that's kind of a review skills from second grade. We've been working on addition and different addition story problems and collection problems and just a lot of word problems in general. But today we're actually switching over to subtraction. So you could see kind of the shift in their thinking, but we did do something a little bit challenging today. We're doing something called distance riddles. So we did switch over to subtraction, but I told them I didn't want them to forget about our addition skills as well. So what I'm doing today for you, we did do in class today, and the students should have at least one or two examples in their workbook, in their green math workbook. So their homework tonight is page 170, but they did do some work on page 168 and 169. So if this still doesn't make sense, you know, the students should be able to remember what we did in class today. But I did just want to make this example again and show you what we did today, what I'm looking for the homework tonight, and then what I'm looking for these distance riddles. So again, we're switching over to subtraction, but I don't want the students to forget about those addition skills we've been working on for the last couple weeks. I know we started this unit well before the winter break, so I don't want them to forget those skills that we've been learning as well. So here's a distance riddle. We actually did this one in class. It's going to look different. I had to type it up bigger so you can see it. So sorry if I'm really dark, but I had to turn on the lights out so you could see the screen, okay? So I'll make sure I read everything and explain everything just so that you can review and hopefully do well on your homework this evening. So this riddle I have says, the distance between me and 100 is 28. So what did I tell the students? I said, you know, kind of think about it on a number line. Like, what could these numbers be? So the difference between me and 100 is 28. So we have a number line here. So since we're saying I'm these mystery numbers, 100 is not the mystery number. We know that. And we know the difference. So when we're on the number line, the difference could either mean subtraction. That's a clue word. That was the first thing that they told me. Well, difference means subtraction, Mrs. Fallon. Well, it does. But difference could also go the other way on the number line, and I'm going to show you. So first what we did is, since we know it's the difference, we're going to go from our 100 and we're going to do a jump. So since this is only 28, we're just going to do a small jump. So we know that we need to subtract 28. Okay? So you could either do this in your head. If you want to subtract 100 minus 28, you could do that. Or I'm going to do a little bit smaller over here. I'm going to do 100. Whoop. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm going to do 100 minus 28. Excuse me, 100 minus 28. You will have to do some borrowing, of course, since we can't do 0 minus 8. So this becomes a 0. My 0 becomes a 10, then I have to cross out and become a 9 because I need to borrow it over for the right guy. So now I can do my subtraction. So 10 minus 8 is 2. 9 minus 2 is 7. So 100 minus 28 is 72. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to plot that on my number line. So the difference between 72 and 100 is 28. So that's correct. But we can also do it the other way. We can go 28 in the opposite direction on my number line. So instead of subtracting, we're actually going to add 28. So 100 plus 28 is 128. So the first thing for the homework, I told the students, do it on the number line because it asks you to plot these numbers on the number line. So 100 minus 28 equals 72. 100 plus 28 equals 128. And guess what? 128 minus 28 is 100. So that's where the difference comes from. So what numbers can I be? Well, I can be 72 and I can be 128. So I already figured that part out. So again, you need to plot it on your number line, and then in the homework, it's going to ask you what numbers can it be. So down below in your homework, it's going to ask you for the equations. So that's just the equations that you did to figure out what you did on the number line. So down here, I can do 100 minus 28 equals 72. And then I need to write my other equation, which is 100 plus 28 equals 128. So that's all that means. So these equations is what you did to find your answers on your number line. And then what numbers can I be are the numbers that you actually plotted on your number line. Now this question, the difference between the two numbers is, what I'm looking for there, I'll do it maybe in red. You want the difference between the two numbers that you found. So you're going to subtract 128 and 72. So you could do that way, and you can do, I don't have a lot of room, so I'm just going to write it horizontally, 128 minus 72. Again, I would probably maybe, stack it up, maybe somewhere different, 128 minus 72. We could do it that way. I need to borrow again, which is 56. So you could definitely do it this way. So the difference between the two numbers is 56, or you can go back to your number line and you can take a look at the difference of the numbers. You have a 28 here and a 28 here. What you can do, you can just add those up. So you can do 28 and 28. And I bet if you add them up, again, you could stack it up if you don't know it in your head. 16, 56. It matches. So either way is fine. So, seems like a lot of work, and I know I pretty much used my whole board here. I think there's only 2 problems for homework tonight. It looks like a lot more than it is, but again, we did this a couple times in class already, so the students should be familiar with what we're doing. So, first you need to solve your riddle. Use the number line to help you. You can plot your numbers there. What 2 numbers can I be? You're just going to write your answers here. The equation section are the equations you use to find your answers up here. And then the difference between the 2 numbers is the difference between the answers that you found. So you're going to take these 2 numbers and you're going to subtract them. It seems like a lot. It seems like a lot of steps, but I promise you this is going to help you with the rest of the unit and what we're doing for. It's kind of really introducing some more challenging things that get on in there. So it's a really, really good base. And we've actually been starting working on time as well. So last year in last year in 2nd grade, they worked on telling time to the nearest 5 minutes. That's where the 5 came from. But in 3rd grade, we actually work on telling time to the nearest minute, and then we also do elapsed time. So if you have an analog clock at home, so not a digital clock, and you want to work on some time with your student, you can just say, hey, what time is it? That would be great. That would be a great help. We just started it today. We're doing some review from 2nd grade, but we do in 3rd grade do time to the nearest minute, and we do elapsed time as well. We'll do lots in class, so I'm really not too worried about it. And this class is actually really good. They're really good with time already, so I don't foresee a problem. But practice, 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 because that's a skill you're going to need for the rest of your life. Unless you have a digital watch, but right now I always cover up I turn my screen blank because I have my digital on there, and usually I turn off my digital watch so that they can't see and cheat. Because last year I didn't remember that was up there, and I would say, what time is it? And they would look on my screen, so it's pretty funny. But if you have an analog clock at home and you want to help your student practice time, you can do that as well. I hope this video was helpful. I hope this made sense. I know it seems like a lot, but you guys can do it. You did it in class today. You're amazing, and I know you will do a great job on your homework. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I will see you all tomorrow. Don't forget, it's sports day. You can wear your favorite team apparel. It doesn't have to be the Eagles. I know the Eagles playoffs is on Saturday. It could be any team that you want. If you don't have a favorite team, you can wear Fleetwood, any of your Fleetwood apparel. If you don't have anything, that's okay. And again, just no hats, no helmets or anything like that. Just clothing. All right? Again, have an awesome night. It was a beautiful day today. It's going to be even warmer tomorrow, so that's exciting. The kids have been able to get out for recess. So have a great night, and I will see you on in the morning. Bye.